Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about patient-ventilator asynchrony. And I'm Dr. Pranshuta. I am ICU consultant at Manipal, Dwarka, Delhi. So let's start. So basically, through this presentation of mine, you will be able to identify what are the asynchronies and what is the underlying common cause resulting in these asynchrony and how to troubleshoot them. And in the last, we have examples. So let's first start. So before knowing the asynchrony, we should know, basic about ventilation. And I would try to tell you this in a very brief way so that you can understand what asynchrony is. So for any ventilator mode, we have independent and dependent variables. So independent variable is the one which we are going to set or fix, which will not change. And the dependent variable is the one which changes. And this is the one which we are going to monitor. Like, for example, so these are the three basic modes. Obviously, we have various other modes, but these are the three basic modes. So you have volume control, and pressure support ventilation. So in volume control, we all know flow into time is volume. So in the volume control, you fix the flow and you get a fixed volume. And what we are going to monitor is the dependent variable, which is the pressure. Now in the pressure control, it is the pressure and the inspiratory time which we are fixing, and the volume is the one which will vary, and this is the one which we are going to monitor. In the pressure support ventilation, it is the pressure which is fixed and the other three variables, that is the flow, volume, and time, which is varying. So before starting, so first initially we should be aware of what are the basic scalars. These are the scalars, which is anything which is with the time on the y-axis is what is scalar. So we have pressure, flow, and volume scalars here for both volume control and pressure control ventilation. So for the pressure control ventilation, as you know, the pressure is fixed. So you can see a scalar here of pressure and time. So this is a constant waveform in the PCV ventilation, the pressure time curve, scalar. And as far as flow time scalar is concerned in pressure control ventilation, you can see a decelerating flow because, in the pressure control, we are not keeping this flow fixed. And the lower one shows you the volume time scalar in the pressure control ventilation. Similarly, if you see on the left side of the screen, in the volume control ventilation, I already told you, we fix a volume. That is, we fix the flow and flow. So that is why your flow time scalar is a constant waveform, as you can see the second graph. And the pressure time will vary. Volume time will obviously, if the flow is constant, the volume is also constant. So you can see the last graph on the VCV side, it shows a constant waveform. So in this, you have to understand the various phases of a respiration in order to understand the asynchrony. So if you can see my arrow mark, this point on the pressure time scalar, this is the point where there's a start of inspiration. So this is what is trigger. Then in the volume control, as you know, the flow is the limit. Once the flow is reached, it will go into the breath will go into an expiration phase. So for this, now after this P plateau is mentioned, the lower part, which I'm highlighting now, this is the expiratory part. Now in the flow time also similarly, the starting of this square waveform, this point is the trigger, then there is an increase in the flow, and then there is a decrease in the flow, and then it goes into a expiratory cycle. So what converts inspiration into expiration is what is called cycling. So this needs to be understood. This I have shown here, more clearly, and I've labeled it also. So anything which is any disturbance which you can see in the starting, so that means there is a asynchrony related to the trigger. Then there will be a flow. So here any disturbances, that means asynchrony is related to the flow. And in the last part, the cycling part, which I mentioned, where the inspiration will be ending and the expiration will start. So at this level, if you find any changes in the graph, that means something is really wrong with the cycling. So this is the basic. so that you understand that, the overall, you get an idea about the trigger, the flow, and the cycling asynchrony. So this is what we will talk about. These are the main three headings, subheadings, which you should know, that we have trigger, flow, and termination or cycling asynchrony. So let's start with the triggering asynchrony. So triggering means what? So that means patient has already initiated a breath and the ventilator should immediately, detect that breath and give the and start the inspiration. So when this doesn't happen, that means that is a delay in the triggering. Okay. So I'll show you how it looks. Yeah. So see, this is a flow time scalar. Can you see when the blue part is the part where the patient has started a breath. Now, for a if it is the trigger is normal, everything is normal, it will convert it into a dotted part. That means ventilator will immediately detect, yes, the patient wants to breathe, and it will give a breath. But when there is a delay, the jagged part, the blue part, which you can see on the graph, this part is there. That means there is something wrong with the triggering. Okay.